Greetings, Patrick here. 8 Questions with. We're back. Uh, that's right. We took a month off in November and recharged our batteries, and yeah, so we are back, ready to rock and roll. We did a little pre-show today, this afternoon. It was good seeing some friends, good friends come on in, hang out, members of the community. Appreciate you guys so much coming in today. It was a lot of fun. I have really forgotten how much fun that was. Um, but I'm glad you guys are going to be coming back and watching a whole fun month of December. We have action-packed stuff planned for you guys, all sorts of things. But tonight, I mean, I can't think of a better way to kick back the return than to have our friend Kristy Adams come in from uh, uh, from Nightmare Toys. Let's see. And of course, with coming back means that we have all sorts of goofiness with StreamYard, right? It's not a show without StreamYard acting goofy. All right. Good to know. Good to know StreamYard is still up and at it. So yeah, we're gonna have Kristy Adams come back, and she's gonna be here with us in about 15 minutes. And glad to see that. Glad to see you guys are back as well. So yeah, it was fun. I have to admit, I took time off. It was relaxing. I got to chill around, got to poke around some different websites and watch some and see some new channels and we got Threads up and running. Threads is the oh my gosh, what is up with this? I have no idea what StreamYard is doing. Okay, well then I was actually muted. All right, so StreamYard is up to his usual antics. Um, I have no idea why that's popped up. Oh my boy. Use banners. I don't want to use banners. I'm okay with it. What's going on, Nate? Boy. Ah, I have no idea what this banner is right here. It's asking me to call into action. It's like, I don't want that. Hey, what's going on, Mike? We have all sorts of fun with StreamYard. Oh boy. It used to be I could just tap my screen to get rid of that. Remove from stage. Exit. Hmm. That's. Does anybody know how to get rid of that? I'm open for that. That is so annoying. Let me come back out and come back in. Maybe that will help. Be right back. Okay. I have no idea how to get rid of that right there. That use banners to summarize your talking points. I have no idea. I'm gonna have to try it elsewhere. This is not. This is no fun. See if I can fix it from my monitor here. Well, we did this earlier today. We had no problems. Let's see. There we go. Okay. Oh, that was goofy. All right. Well, it's raining where you're at, Nate. That's awesome. See, this is why I go on early, a little earlier than 8 o'clock straight up, because sometimes you get gremlins playing, and that's what happened today. So we had gremlins in here. We whipped their butt, so now we're back ready to rock and roll. So Kristy will be here in about 10 minutes or so, and those who have not seen her, Kristy Adams is one of the owners of Nightmare Toys. She also runs she works in the store. She handles the publicity end of it, which means she also books the VIP guests that come in and do signings. She's also involved in the restaurant. They got new ideas coming up. She also does 2 shows to support Nightmare Toys. She does a solo show live with Kristy on her YouTube channel, and they also do a podcast featuring what's going on with the Nightmare Toys crew. What are they seeing? What's coming up? All sorts of fun things going on at Nightmare Toys. Uh, it's Christmas time, so I had hoped that we would get to see some upcoming toys, but she's going to be able to talk to us about that. Um, and we'll see if they have any sales going on, and what's the big items that people are going to be wanting this year. Um, see if there's any increase in demand for physical media. It seems like the last couple of weeks I've been seeing a lot more articles about that, and now you're really starting to hear it from directors. I just heard that Guillermo del Toro said that it was sort of a responsibility as film fans to do buy physical media, and it comes back to what during this past month. I caught a video from a live stream from Ken from Mid Level Media, and people were talking about his collection. His collection is probably the biggest in the community, and people are asking him, like, why do you continue to buy the movies when you have more than what you'll probably be able to watch? And he says, it's sort of like a responsibility. Um, I feel like, if I don't get it now, I might not be able to get it in 10 years. Um, and I can understand that. I can understand that. And with the same fate fall to collectibles. I don't think so. I personally think that stores like Nightmare Toys, I think they'll only grow in popularity. And what's really cool about Nightmare Toys is that they are in the hotbed, one of the hotbed cities all year round, not just during a single season, but all year round. They're located in Las Vegas. Everybody goes to Vegas no matter what time of year it is, right? You're going to Vegas because Vegas is hot. And where else to go than set up shop than Vegas and have a great built-in crowd plus the tourists. All right, the doorbell has rang, so our friend is here. So let's go get Kristy Adams.
Hello.
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Here. We are here. We are waiting for you.
Hello. Ah! Wait a minute.
That's my buddy. That's my buddy.
I know, right?
I know. Black Phillip, what's up, brother?
How is everybody? Happy December 1st.
Oh, happy December 1st to you. Yes, one of the folks that I interviewed, she makes these. And
that's
so
really cute.
I know. It's so Paladin. That's
is
him.
It purple?
It's purple, yes.
Yeah, I love purple.
Oh, and it has glittering all over it. It has different glittering in it. It's so cool.
Yeah, that's really pretty.
You know what? I should actually introduce you two guys in case you wanted to check this out.
Yeah.
I'll do that. That's a good idea.
Does she have like a little Etsy or?
Yes, she does sell them. Yeah. All right, Larry is here. Jennifer P. Tuck is here, and our good friend Nate is here. Our friend Mike is here. So we got some folks coming in. I know. I've been gone for a month. It was different. It was different because it's like, and Steven is here. All right. It was weird. I took the month off, sort of recharged the battery.
Well, you have to do that every now and then.
Yeah. What do you usually do? How do you know when you know that it's time for me to step back and take care of Kristy for a little bit? What kind of signs are there for you that and what do you do to take care of yourself?
That's actually a really good question because that literally just happened to me last week. Or well, kind of this week. I didn't do my live show this past Wednesday. And it was for two reasons, though. One reason was there just wasn't anything out the past week, like anything new horror. Like it just got real stale for like a week. After after you watch Thanksgiving, and then it would just got real stale for like a whole week with movies. So I couldn't find anything to watch and review for the podcast. And me and Brian were like, okay, let's just not even do the podcast this week. But now that there's Christmas movies coming out, now there's stuff to review and watch. And then I also just had stuff going on, just a lot of just personal stuff, business stuff. It's a lot of stuff. And I really also, the other reason, I also just couldn't focus on any movies either last week to watch and review either. Because I usually like to watch review about at the very least 4 movies for my live show. And I just couldn't focus on anything. So I was like, okay, I have to stop for a minute. So I just decided not to do it and take a break for a second. And now I'm good.
It's interesting. You're right. It sort of is a lull. November always has been traditionally a lull in horror because there's just not very many horror films built around Thanksgiving. Of course, now Thanksgiving has happened and set all the box office records. And Eli Roth has actually said that he will come back and do another Thanksgiving movie. So now it looks like November is going to be a little bit busy for us horror fans going forward.
Yeah. And there was a few other little Thanksgiving movies that kind of popped up that came out, I guess, released a few years ago, but as now really getting released and really getting shown and streaming. So a lot more Thanksgiving movies popped up this year too. So that was kind of cool.
It is sort of cool. And I know I saw some people walking around crying about how Thanksgiving should be for families, and they shouldn't be, there shouldn't be any horror in it and all that. And we're like, what month of the year? Yeah. Of course, probably, it was coming from the religious right, though. That was coming. But that they were complaining about it. I guess on Fox News, they were complaining how they shouldn't be showing, horror films in Thanksgiving. I'm going like, well,
okay. Anyway.
Yeah, I'm going like, well,
Thanksgiving can be scary for some people to get together with their families. Maybe their families are, not great. And just like in some of these movies now, the families depicted, they're not great families, and this is what happens. And
well, Thanksgiving is one of the busiest days of the year for cinema. People go to the house, they eat food, they watch a football game, and then they're tired of each other. So what do? They go to the movies on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I think.
I think it's perfect.
I do too.
Hey, Stephen, how are you? Welcome in. Stephen says that you would be the prettiest Jigsaw cosplayer.
Oh, well, thank you. And that would be fun too, because I really love the Saw franchise. So that would be cool.
What did you think of Saw X? Were you a big fan of it?
Yes. It is, besides Thanksgiving, it's my favorite movie of the year. Yeah, I loved it. I think they did a really excellent job with the movie.
Well, I have not seen it yet. I was hoping my hope for the movie was I was hoping they would do like sort of like a Final Destination, the Final Destination 5. They got halfway there. I mean, I was hoping they would go from Jigsaw 10 to Spiral and then go forward. But I think they went from Jigsaw to like Jigsaw 4 or 5.
This story is somewhere between 1 and 3.
Okay.
But they made it to where, kind of in a way, you don't even have to watch the other movies. It can be a standalone in a way, the way they did it, and with the story and everything. I don't want to spoil it for you, but it was very well done. This one, you really feel for John Kramer. You really feel for him, and you understand more of why he's doing what he's been doing and what he's going to do. And yeah, I know that. Yeah, that's a good thing. The standalone type of story. Like I know that was actually one of Spiral. It can be. It kind of can be. Like you didn't even have to watch the other movies.
That's what I liked about Spiral, because Spiral had that sense too. Like you walked in it, you didn't necessarily need to see the other Saw movies to sort of pick up. I mean, they had enough exposition there to carry you, but the movie itself was a good standalone, with an open ending, of course. But I mean, I heard nothing. I heard mixed reviews for Saw. I mean, I heard it was good, and I heard it was, but I'm excited to see it. I was hoping they would go forward with the story, but I mean, to come back to see, Shawnee Smith again, I'm okay with that. Because I think that was Shawnee's first movie in, I don't know how many years. I think she was semi-retired. It looked like.
Yeah, she just hadn't done any like good mainstream movies in a minute, but yeah.
No. So
yeah, they brought them back. It's a really good story. It's good.
I am of course now here and now I would ask you this too, because I want to know how this sort of affects. Now, do you sell? I mean, you sell a lot of the Scream merchandise, right? You sell the Ghostface mask, you sell T-shirts and whatnot. So when when Scream 6 came out and had tremendous success, and of course you saw now you guys benefit from that because you sell figures and masks and stuff like that and take advantage of the popularity.
The costumes. Yeah.
Now with the incident happening with Scream 7, how does that affect you guys as like, will this affect you in terms of getting new merchandise in, because now the movie has been put into turnaround for a little bit?
No, it's not going to affect anything at all, to be honest with you. People are always going to want Ghostface merch and everything. A lot of people always still want the 25th anniversary stuff, or like the original things, or or I don't know. I didn't. You only with Fun World, when you order from them, it's more or less pretty much you have to make one really big order with them at the beginning of the year, like at the Halloween show that we go to in January, which is now here in Vegas. That's where you make your really big order. You really can't order with them a whole lot more throughout the year once you get that order, but they don't even send that out until about September anyway.
Right.
So you don't, it's not like you can really like keep ordering with them. Do you see what I'm saying? It's just that one order, that's what you get, and that's it. So it's not really going to affect us in any such way because people still get all the other merch that's been out. I have no issue. I have no problem selling any of the masks or robes or anything like that. Everybody loves all the masks, especially the scary movie masks.
Okay. Yeah.
The silly nut masks and stuff.
Right. When he's high.
So,
yeah.
I have zero issues selling those. Those sell out like hotcakes.
Now, who owns that? Who owns the rights to that? Is that still Miramax, or is that the Scream franchise is still?
Well, Fun World owns the rights to all the merch.
Okay.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
And the
you have
trade
to go
shows coming
Fun World.
And the trade show's coming to Las Vegas, right?
Yeah, it's usually in January. It had been in New Orleans the past 2 years. Was it just last year or the year before? Yeah, the past 2 years, something like that. It's been here in Vegas, and they're doing it again here in Vegas. So
the chat, catch up with the chat. Oh yes, they're mentioning no Jill Tuck mentioned in the Saw X. That's a bummer. God, wasn't that awesome seeing Bessie Russell in Saw? I couldn't believe it. She was my 80s dream girl. Oh my gosh, Bessie Russell was everybody. I mean, when the 80s came out, it was two girls that actually there's a few, but the two biggest ones were Phoebe Cates and Bessie Russell. So it was really cool seeing her come in and kick butt in the Saw movies.
Yeah. Yeah, they didn't include her in the Saw X movie.
No, I guess they didn't. How did Tobin Bell do?
Good. Yeah, I mean, great. I mean, him and Amanda. I mean, they're a team. They're freaking awesome. The kills were like, well, not the kills, but I shouldn't say kills because it's traps. The traps and what the people had to do to themselves was pretty insane. Can I say something really quick?
Sure.
Horror Cat Dad, I like that name. He said he didn't see Saw X, that he hasn't been interested since Saw 3. If you did like 1, 2, and 3, though, you may like this one, though, because like I said, it's kind of in between. The storyline is like in between 1 and 3. So you may actually just watch this one. You don't even have to watch all those other ones. Like I said, just watch this one, and you may like this one.
I definitely, I was a little bit hesitant too. I gotta admit, Kristy, I was a little hesitant too. And then I heard that they got Shawnee Smith, and I'm like, okay, my interest is a little piqued. And then I was thinking, I just hope that they do because Final Destination 5 was brilliant. It wasn't the best movie, but the way they swung it around to where it came back to the circle to the start of the first one, I thought that was pretty ingenious. I like that. I thought that was ingenious. And I thought, well, maybe they'll do the same thing with this one. They'll circle it back and we'll end up somehow with Spyro and then move Spyro forward, because
Spyro was like a whole other story, like away from this, though.
Right. Yeah, of course. I was just, it's like you just want some sort of connection. But like you said, if it's a standalone, then it's, no big worries. Do people when you're at the store, and we've talked about when you've come in there, people ask for you. Do you find yourself suddenly talking about these movies like we're doing now? Do people just come bend your ear, you and your staff's ear? Do they start just talking movies with you because they want? Yeah.
Oh yeah, a lot of people do, and then like a lot of our regulars that live here and locals, or even other business owners or people that work at other businesses around us, because we're like in the arts district, that come in and we've become friends with, and they just come in and just chit chat lots of times, just chit chat about horror movies. And we always have movies playing on the TVs and stuff. So yeah, I mean, it happens all the time, of course.
And before you know it, before they know it, they're walking out with something in their hand. Maybe they had lunch. Maybe they had lunch. Now they're going to get a shirt or something.
Yeah.
You're always leaving with something cool from Nightmare Toys.
Now go next door and get some French fries.
Yeah. Yes, the restaurant was open last time we talked.
Yeah.
How is the restaurant going now? I bet you it is booming. How is business?
Yeah. October was insane for both stores, of course. Like, if it wasn't, we'd have a problem. But yeah, October was great. Right now, it's kind of slowed down a little bit. Like, November was a little slow, but we're hoping to pick back up for Christmas and December. Usually, it usually does that in November. It always does that. But we've got a new show that we added on to the restaurant. Just added it on. We've had it going for like 2 weeks now. It's called The Gasping Whisper, and it's for 21 and older. You do have to buy a ticket for it. It's $89.99. And what it is pretty much is it's like a sideshow type show, but an elevated sideshow. Really elevated.
So like the Jim Rose Sideshow Circus?
Kind of.
Oh, sweet.
I mean, there's, people sticking stuff in their faces and sword swallowing and contortionist, and there's dancers and cosplayers and announcer guy and dudes cutting his arms off and blood and stuff. All kinds of stuff.
Sounds like a little bit of Jim Rose and a little bit of Phantom of the Paradise there, baby.
A lot of crazy things happening. So
now, are you the MC of the whole show?
No, I don't do anything with it.
Oh, okay.
I don't do anything with over there. No, I mainly stay over at the toy store. I'm more of the toy store person. The other owners stay at the restaurant.
Okay. How's the show doing? It sounds exciting.
It's going good so far. You can check it out on our Nightmare Cafe LV Instagram, TikTok, and all that. They've been putting videos on there for the Gasping Whisper. And then if you notice, Nightmare Toys kind of changed up a little bit. We've changed who's taken over the Nightmare Toys Instagram. And so all the cosplayer girls that are in those videos now, they're also in the show too. So
I love cosplayers. I'm just so entranced. I'm so entranced with their creativity. There's a group from England called Sneaky Zebra, and they're the ones that really got me hooked into it because they go around to all these different. Or let me catch up with the chat first.
Yeah, of course.
I'm not gonna be fixated. Let's see. Steven mentions that he first fell in love with Shawnee Smith from Becker. Yeah, that's about right. I like that. Let's see. So he would be her or Terry Farrell. Terry Farrell would be interesting to meet. Let's see. Larry says he didn't catch Saw 10. Hadn't been interested in Saw since 3. I got to be honest with you. I really wasn't interested in Saw until Spiral came out because they killed off Dina Meyer in Saw 3, and that sort of killed it for me. I was like, I'm here for Dina, and you're killing her off.
I didn't like Spiral. I hated Spiral.
You did. I loved it. Okay, we're going to talk about that here in a second. Let's see. Steven says he's going to try to get Betsy and Dina Meyer for me. Well, I do have a Dina Meyer story, but it's not a chirpy one. So maybe I'll tell that on another show. When I heard about that aspect, I was interested, but wasn't in a hurry to catch it. Yeah, I was like, it was one of the movies where it's like, I want to see it, but I'm not necessarily going to go out to see it. I'm going to wait for it to come to me. Hopefully that will happen. Yes, here we go. This is one of the questions I was going to be asking you. Larry mentioned, will you be going to Frightmare this year, Kristy?
Yes.
So Nightmare Toys is going on the road again. That's exciting. Where are you guys going to go this year?
All we've signed up for so far is just Creep Icon in California, and we'll do the Days of the Dead Las Vegas show, of course, and then Frightmare.
Are you guys pretty much entrenched there in the Days of the Dead in Vegas? And people have come and they come looking for you guys because you're sort of like one of the anchors now, right? You're like, it's like when I go to a convention, I know that there's certain things I want to see every time I go.
Yeah.
And so have you guys achieved that level now? People, you see the same faces every year?
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, we've been doing the Las Vegas show since 2019.
So I mean, that's a success for me. That's a good market success when people come back to you and they keep looking for you because they know you offer quality goods. You're super friendly and your prices are fair. I think that's really great.
Yeah.
And it takes a lot of hard work.
Yes,
And you bust your ass promoting. And you didn't have a promoting background, did you? I mean, when you first started your business, I mean, you didn't. Did you have a marketing background at all?
No, no, no. I have no background of anything. Just horror. I just have the horror knowledge.
See, to me,
No.
that's just fucking outstanding that you've gotten to the store to where it's at based on your promotion. I mean, it's excellent.
Thank you.
Yes. Hats off to Kristy.
Thank you. But now listen to this. Now, isn't this the funny thing though now? So like, I spend all the time building up, the social media and building everything up and And now just last week, like I said earlier, we have a new set of like these girls that are in the show, these cosplayers that are taking over the Instagram now. We're trying to just get it going because Instagram the past couple of years has been kind of really crappy. And so now what Instagram has now done to me, they've locked me out of my Nightmare Toys account. I'm the business owner. I can't even get on it anymore.
What do you mean? They changed their password?
No, they just we have no clue. We can't figure it out. I just had a thing. It just said you need to log back in. And then all of a sudden, both my Nightmare Cafe and Nightmare Toys accounts were gone from me. Just from me. Everybody else, all the other owners, everybody else who was on the accounts, they can see it. The accounts are fine. Everything's fine. They just like did it to me. It's the weirdest, oddest thing. I can't get logged back in. So I'm not on those anymore. So now that's why I'm saying we have had somebody just take over. These girls are taking over, making new videos, and they're kind of in control of the account. And then, of course, Philip is still on there as well, the other owner as well. But yeah, isn't that fun?
You can't get around that. You have to.
I don't know what to do. Philip knows. Philip sat there and like forever tried to figure it out, and we just cannot figure it out. It's the weirdest thing.
Call your phone company. Call your phone company and ask for a new IPS address.
Yeah,
because that's what you can do. You just call them up and sit there and say, "Yeah, could you give me a new IPS address?" And that will because that's what they've done. They blocked you at that level. And so just go ahead and call your cable provider or your internet provider and ask for a new IPS number, and they'll get around that.
Yeah,
that really sucks. That really sucks. It's not right.
Yeah. Social media doesn't like me.
I have no idea either. I have no idea.
So odd.
The pictures that you post are, oh my gosh, what are they? I guess I would say they're like World War II pinup girls quality, right?
Pinup stuff. Yeah.
I mean, it's fun, it's sassy, but there's no nudity. I've seen a lot more out there than what you put out there.
Yeah. And Snapchat even had deleted me and locked me out, and I couldn't log back into Snapchat. So I haven't been on Snapchat in about a year now. And I'm just like, what am I doing? There's like actual things getting sent to me, if you know what I mean, on a daily on there, and you're going to delete me.
Right. Oh my gosh. Well, that's everybody's talking about Elon Musk and how he they crashed Twitter. But you know what? I mean, Instagram and Instagram, and I've seen all these people on Threads, and they're saying how, wow, this is so refreshing. This isn't like Twitter, and I'm so happy to be here. And it's like, you do know that you're still being run, right? You still know that your strings are still being pulled by Facebook and Zuckerberg, who already have done more than their fair share of damage, right? It's
Yeah.
not it's not like you've come to a safe place. You come to a place that's tolerating you for now, but how long will that last? I mean, let's see.
Yep.
Larry wants to know if your account got hacked. Doesn't sound like it. I mean, it sounds like
No, it didn't get hacked.
no.
No, it's just me. They just it's just me. I don't know why. It's weird. I'm telling y'all, it's crazy.
Let's see. Oh yes. Well, here's a good question. This
Accordingly.
could be
No, I don't think it has anything to do with OnlyFans or anything like that. I mean,
no. I mean, there's so many people out there that have OnlyFans and they talk about it and they promote it.
because
So
this is the thing. This is what happened. So the same, like what I can't remember what it said, but the same little screen thing that they sent me, Philip got it too. Okay, he got it too, but he was able to log right back in and everything's fine. And then we had another video guy at the time, Casey. He was able to get in. He's fine. I just couldn't get back in. That's the problem here. It's really weird.
that is really weird.
Yeah.
But that's a good segue for something that you and I have talked about, but never talked about during our interviews. And we talked about it off camera sometimes, like maybe there's I don't know, who knows, right? But you started an OnlyFans. Now, how did you come up with doing an OnlyFans page? And explain to. I'm sure some of these folks may know what OnlyFans is. I really don't. You're one other person, or the only person I know that do OnlyFans. I know Steve Ranzinski. He's a film director. I know he does OnlyFans. I don't know what he does on it. I don't know if I don't think he does anything goofy. But how did you do?
What's good?
I don't know if he weightlifts or I don't know what he does. It's like I'm like, you're a film director. What are you gonna be OnlyFanning for? Like, I can't show you my secret setup shots. This is how I make Duke the Unicorn move. I put his hand up his ass. What he does on his OnlyFans. How did you start doing OnlyFans? Why did you start doing it? And how does it help you?
Yeah. Oh, okay. So very simple. Okay, so I'll lay it all out there for everybody so everybody can understand everything. I was a stripper for 17 years. That was my whole life before all of this. I was a dancer. I was all about strip clubs. I don't mind being naked. It does not bother me one bit. I like people looking at me. I admit it. I'm not going to hide it and sugarcoat it. I like it. Yeah. So anyway, I had to stop doing that because obviously I was getting older. I can't do that anymore. I had to stop. It was 17 years of it. I was over it. I was over being in the clubs and all that. So I started Nightmare Toys. So I had something else to do. And then it got bigger. My little something to do just ended up getting huge. Within those 3 years, like about 3 years, went by before I even started OnlyFans. But within those 3 years, I wasn't really doing anything and I wasn't generating any money. What people do not understand is I do not make a paycheck from Nightmare Toys. I do not make money from this. I have never made $1. I have never made a penny. I went 3 years of not making any money and relying. Philip is my boyfriend. We own the businesses together. I don't want to rely on somebody. It got to a point where everybody was asking me, hey, doing OnlyFans. I was getting to a point where I was kind of like not liking myself because I wasn't in that atmosphere anymore. And I was like, okay, you know what? Maybe I should start an OnlyFans. I need to start making some money. And I like doing that. I like doing all that entails the OnlyFans stuff. And so I started it. And so I'm still doing it. And I love doing it. And I don't mind showing myself. And,
do you do basically the same show? Do you do basically the same show, like, Live with Kristy? Is it basically Live with Kristy, but you're naked?
No. Live with Kristy is at the store.
Okay.
That's store related. That has nothing to do with OnlyFans.
Okay.
No.
So what do
No, no,
you
no.
what do you do anything? Do you do anything? What's your gimmick in OnlyFans? Do you like cook naked? Do you play cards? I mean, or you just talk to people?
No, there's no gimmick. I just post pictures of myself and videos and things, and that's it.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I mean, it's I mean, why not? I mean, if you got the
Some
figure
stuff
for it, why
horror
not?
related and some stuff isn't. I do horror related stuff. Some stuff I do, some stuff I don't. I'm not a cosplayer though. A lot of people always want me to cosplay a lot. I'm not much of a cosplayer. That's not my thing. But yeah.
Okay. I mean, so people can people if they wanted to join your OnlyFans, and we will be putting the link down to Kristy's other page. We'll be putting that down there. I don't think YouTube will care.
You can just put my link tree, and that puts you to. I have all kinds of things going on. I have a Cameo as well, and I have a little Macari account that I've been kind of selling stuff from my collection, or new things, new items, or clothing from my closets that's new and stuff that I just. So I have a lot going on.
So if you want a personal piece of Nightmare Toys of Kristy, I'll put the link up there for that. And if you want to cruise on over there, just let you know that Black Phillip is hands off. If she ever decides to sell Black Phillip, me and the Cheetah, we get first bid.
Yeah. This is yours. I'm telling you, if I need to get rid of this is yours. I can't find him nowhere.
I know it's still every time. Have you seen Black Phillip? No, haven't seen him. And then someone's showing a video clip, and they're showing they're doing a countdown, and they showed the who played the devil the best. Black Phillip made top 5. It says Black Phillip was one of the top 5 devil portrayals, and we're like, but Black Phillip's not the devil. He's too cute for that.
Let me go back to the chat really quick. Stephen's Chang said, so it's a nonprofit. Yeah. We do not make money from Nightmare Toys. That's a big myth. The honest answer to that, and I'm just being honest, there's really not a lot of markup in the collectible business. I have done the collectible business and done Nightmare Toys because it's something I love, and I love providing it for other people who love the same thing. But I have never made a penny. The money that we make just goes right back into the store. It just keeps generating back into the store. And you have to also understand that there are, other collectible stores that are like mine. Some don't have a store though. They only just have the online. So they don't have the actual store to where I have a rent and utilities and I have all this stuff going on. So all the money made to Nightmare Toys, Nightmare Cafe, it just keeps going back into the businesses. We do not make any paycheck. I've never made a paycheck from that. That's a big myth. A lot of people just seem to think that I'm just making all sorts of money from this, and no.
I was going to say it would take. I mean, I think didn't you say like you guys have only been open for 3 years?
No, we've been open since 2017.
Oh, 17. Okay. Do you think it would help to make this? I know this is gonna be funny to say this. Would it help to make the store bigger with more merchandise, more selection? Would that help turn a profit? Because
that's what we just did. No, hon, we just did that because we had a 2,000 square foot store in Alabama, and we moved here to make it bigger. And now we have a 6,000 square foot store plus another 2,000 for a restaurant. You can't make any bigger. There's no profit because of the big companies don't give you a profit margin. There's just no profit in this. Like you can't, like NECA products. You only make like $7. And these big companies are horrible, to be honest with you. Like, I can't even order Funko anymore. Funko products I probably will never have again. You want to know why? Because now Funko has a new rule. You have to order $50,000 worth of product to order wholesale from Funko now. So now all small businesses are gone because we cannot afford $50,000 orders with Funko. So it's these big businesses that do not have no profit. There's no profit with Mezco, NECA, Funko, none of it. that's why I like to focus Trick or Treat Studios. There is a nice little, profit like you should make with Trick or Treat Studios is nice. And we started doing a lot more shirts and clothing and stuff. There's a better profit in that. There's just no profit in the toys. But, you got to have some. But like I said, now I can't have Funko because these bigger companies are against us. They like to cater to Walmart and Target.
Yeah, and it's you would think that those people would actually sell less because now there's no more physical media being sold out there. I personally have no reason to go to Target anymore. I don't anything in there. I don't have any reason to go in there because everything I would go in there for is gone. And if I want to buy anything else, I could buy it cheaper online. There's no reason for me to go there. And I would tell them that. It says, I don't go to your store because you don't carry things that I want at all. You don't
Yeah.
carry anything, it's like, and I just feel like I think it's ironical that they're selling figures and toys and collectibles. And yet the reason why they are doing it is because of movies, and they got rid of the movies. And now they're counting on people going in there and just buying 100% collectibles. I can tell you that there's a lot of stock in those stores. If you want a Funko Pop, you can go there and get one. They're not coming off the shelves. I mean, a lot of people I see that buy Funko Pops from Target or Walmart or whatever, they're getting them on clearance because they're not selling.
Yeah, Funko, and that, and somebody said that in the chat too about Funko Pops. It upsets me some that they've put this new thing out. But then again, to be completely honest, Funkos just aren't selling like they used to, though, either. I still have tons and tons of Funko Pops in my store, and we're all still surprised that some of them are still there. It's just no one really... It's taking a very special Funko Pop. If we're only talking horror related right now, it just takes a very special one to really sell out. I know the Killer Clown ones are pretty good about selling out, but no one's buying Funko that much anymore. So it's kind of okay. But if I do need to buy some Funkos, I am going to have to go to a third party. And it really sucks that I have to do that because that was something when I first started Nightmare Toys in 2017 that I didn't want to always order stuff from a third party. You don't want to do that as a business because then that's taking more profit.
Right.
So it sucks that Funko's now doing that. And Mezco, they just can't spit anything out. I mean, and I can go on and on about NECA, but we won't. So yeah, it's not since COVID, things have gotten really strange and really not for the good. Before COVID, everything was fantastic, but now it's just gotten harder and harder and harder, and they keep upping shipping prices on us, and it's just
it's
really crazy.
I think do you think if you were anywhere other than Vegas, do you think that would to me, I think you landed in the prime spot. I mean, Vegas is such a great city to be in. I mean, it really is. It sort of saddens me to sit there and think that you haven't been able to get there to where you were, because Vegas is like, everybody goes to Vegas. I mean, you guys are such a popular entity. I mean, I pop up Nightmare Toys in the search engines, and all it is all about you guys. And and everybody knows who you got, and you guys go on the road. You guys go to conventions. You're doing a little bit of movie acting that gets your name out there a little bit more. Oh, that's cool. I'm going to go see her. You would think. But I don't know. Why do you think that is? Why do you think? I mean, is it solely just the big companies that are they greedy, or are they trying to hold their own end up? I feel like some of these folks are just greed driven.
It's greed.
It is greed. It is. Let me go back to the chat real quick because I can see it's flying. Let's see. My buddy the Bat is here. Al Ducard. Let's see.
Hi, Al. How are you?
let's see. Yeah, the Funko bubble is bursting already as well.
Yeah.
Let's see. If he can make a custom Funko, you're getting one. I think that they do that. I do think they do. But I think you have to have quite a bit, right, to order it.
Do what?
I don't they do personal Funko? I mean, if you want a Funko of yourself, can't you order one from the company?
I think so. I think you can do that.
I think, yeah.
I have one, but it's not from Funko. So, an independent artist made me one.
That's so cute. I wish it would have been. I wish you would have made it with you walking Philip.
Yeah, walking Philip. That's funny. Oh, that'd be the next T-shirt.
Oh my gosh, that would just rule. And of course, I'd be sitting here going like, "Oh, damn, that's another thing I want really, really bad."
Even better. If you've seen my devil pinup photos, me wearing that, walking Philip.
Yes.
Perfect.
I love your pictures, by the way. I always I have so much fun going through and finding which picture am I going to use for this interview, and I always find the coolest one. And so, yeah, I really love the devil one. That was fun.
Thanks. Yeah, my photographer Michelle does a really great job. Michelle Starr, I love her.
See, I think GameStop sells Funko still. I think so. Yeah, I think so. Hi, Anthony. How are you? Thank you so much for sharing us out. And Steven says he'd be happy to start a Funko collection. You do not want to do that. That you will become addicted to Funkos. Let me tell you. Oh my gosh. How many Funkos do you have? Well, of course, if you're going to buy them from Nightmare Toys, Steven, by all means, buy away. I encourage you.
I would like to say, if you would like, since we're talking about Funko Pops and Nightmare Toys, we do have some, we had, I'm not sure, I think we've got some really good sales. I think there's a few of our Funko Pops right now that are like $5 or something, or like $8. We've got some good sales on a few of our Funko Pops if you want to check those out. But yeah, we've lowered some prices on some of them too. And we've got some good ones. We've got some Chucky's and Ash and, oh gosh, I don't know. I can't remember. Some Iron Maiden ones that are really cool. And we got a whole bunch.
He lives. Okay. Speaking of that, I just happened to drop the link to Nightmare Toys in the chat. So if you guys want to cruise over to Nightmare Toys tonight, and is there anything we could do for anybody that buys anything tonight? Can we give them like a 5% discount if they mention Kristy or Black Phillip? Is there anything if they buy?
I don't have control over that, so I don't
know. Today, Philip. Tomorrow, the world.
We should have talked about that earlier, and I could have set that up.
We will do it because we're going to have you come back. We always have you come back. We'll twice a year.
Yeah, and we're going to have some Christmas sales and stuff too coming up.
Oh, talk about that. Let's talk about that's really what I want to talk about too. I'm going to talk. What do you guys got coming up? I know I didn't. I know you don't have anything with you to show off per se, but what are some of the items that are on sale at Nightmare Toys for Christmas? What's new too? If I'm a collector and I want to see if there's anything new on the market, what is new?
We did just get in, as far as NECA goes, we did just get in a couple new head knockers. They just came out with, got Annabelle and H2 Blood Tears Michael Myers. Those just came in. And then we have some other ones still in stock as well. You can check out, just search head knockers on the website. So those just came in. We just got in some new Sam plushies, Sam from Trick or Treat. Some new Kid Robot plushies. We got those in. Those are new. We just got in some Coraline plushies. They're like big. They're called Hug Me plushies. So like if you hug her, it like vibrates. And she's like this big. It's Coraline. Yeah, they've made like a ghost face and a Chucky and all. But we just got the Coraline. She's brand new. Coraline stuff sells really well. I've never seen that movie, but people seem to really love Coraline.
Are these Squishmallows that you're talking about?
No, they're from NECA. They're plushies from NECA, Kid Robot plushies. They're just Big
I know
plush.
that. So I know there's a lot of people here that love Squishmallows. Um, so Steven says that he wants to start a Funko collection starting from your store. I dropped the link down there so you can go ahead and start your collection tonight. See, Al Lecard, 99% of his purchases are online now because no one carries the stuff that I want, just like you said, Patrick. That really is. I don't go to stores anymore that don't carry physical media. There's no point. I used to go to certain stores, and when I go there, I would see all the new releases, and I just make a mental checklist, and then I would just keep my eye out for them at the library. But I can't even do that now. I can't even do that.
I know Best Buy got rid of, or our Best Buy here has already gotten rid of the physical media. I know they are.
I think this they're just shooting themselves in the foot. I really do. I just don't understand it. I mean, they're being told over and over and over that it's not selling. It's not selling. It is selling. If you keep your stock if you keep a good stock going, people will find you. Because the more, especially let everybody else close. Let everybody else do it. The last man standing is going to reap the benefits.
Yeah.
Yes, because and I think that's one of the reasons why Walmart, while they have reduced their physical media, they haven't gotten rid of it. They still have their barrels, they still have new releases. I think they're just waiting. I think they're waiting to see everybody else get out of it, and then they're going to be the only one there, and then they're going to see their sales go up. I really, and especially if Disney comes back into the game. If Disney starts releasing product again, like they used to, yeah, I can see a little bit of a renaissance. Let's see. Steven says he's going to spend the cash at your table. Why wait? Spend cash tonight. That's what I say. Are you going to be doing Cult Classic? What is Cult Classic?
It's in Texas. This is a convention. We're not sure if we're going to go back to that one this coming year. We're not sure yet. We haven't decided.
How was your the latest convention for you guys? Did you do really well? It seems to me like that would probably be a really good place for you to make some money.
Yeah, we've been doing okay. There's been some that are good, some that aren't. To be honest, I feel like the convention circuit's getting a little saturated.
Mm-hmm.
And then it just ends up being same people, same vendors everywhere you go, same things, same stuff. So we're going to try to not do as many because there's just been times where I feel like we've spent more than profited at some. So
I'm glad you brought that up because
there's just been a lot lately. And then if you think of there's so many, there's gonna be a good handful that's just not going to do good because everybody's already went to this one over here, and then if you're going to do another one in the same city a week later, everybody just went to the other one a week before and spent all their money. Why are they going to go to this one? It's been a lot of that, so
yeah, I noticed that too. I'm sitting there like last summer, and all of a sudden it used to be like you see a handful of conventions. Now every time you go on social media, like Instagram for sure, oh my gosh, it's over and over and over. I'm going to be at this convention, going to be at this convention. I'm going like, that's a lot of conventions out there, and I'm going like, how are they supporting all these people? Because it's cheaper than a convention, boys and girls. It's very expensive. It's like it's like a nightclub with live music.
It's very expensive for us just to do one too. People don't realize that either. We have employees that we bring with us, so we have to get both of them their own separate hotel rooms. Plus we have our hotel room. That's 3 hotel rooms we have to pay for, plus everybody's food the whole weekend, plus travel, plus this, plus that. It's a lot of money just to do one.
I brought
is it she or he?
No, this is Paladin is a boy cat.
Oh, how cute.
Yeah, that's right. He says he heard that Black Phillip was going to be coming by, so he wanted to come by and pay his respects.
Well, here he is.
See, look at that. See, oh boy, that'd be a horror movie right there. The Cheetah
Right.
versus Flash Phillip, man. I would pay. I pay money for that. But some don't some companies such as yourself, some vendors like yourself, are you like preferred vendors? Like the promoters want you there because people are coming to see you. I mean, they're not coming. I mean, you're like a destination.
I mean, I think we've kind of gotten to that bit of popularity, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
I think so.
Okay.
This is the thing. We just have to up the game and figure out new types of products to bring that not everybody's doing, and just new ways of doing things, which is what we are going to do. And there you go. That's just what you have to do. You have to kind of keep things fresh and keep things new, and keep doing things a little different, and kind of keep up your game a little bit.
Do you like
you can't do the same thing all the time, because at some point it's not going to work anymore.
No. Do you like coming up with new promotion marketing ideas? How do you come up with your marketing ideas? I mean,
Philip, I have to give a lot of credit to Philip. Philip is the business guy behind all this, really. I'm like the horror knowledge. So it's kind of like he kind of makes a lot of the business decisions. I mean, of course, I have some say-so in it too, obviously. But it's kind of a team thing, me and him.
Yeah, I mean, you can be sharp on the business aspect of it, but if you don't know how to market yourself, you don't know how to promote yourself, it really doesn't matter how much business acumen you have. If you can't get it out if you can't catch the eye of the public, it doesn't mean shit.
But you also have to know your product too. You got to know what you're selling and know what you're talking about too. And I've been a horror fan my whole life. I know what I'm talking about. I think, I hope I do. And I know, and I love toys, and so you got to know that too.
I just think it's your promotion. It really helps a lot. You do the 2 shows on YouTube every week, which, do tremendous viewing. You have anywhere between 30 to 60 people in your chats. They all come loaded for bear. They all want to talk. They all want to ask you questions, especially their live. My gosh, I've Caspered in there for many shows just to watch, see how you interact. And there's 30 to 60 people there, and you're handling them all by yourself. And they're smart. Your viewers are very smart.
Yeah.
I see a lot of really good questions coming out there. Yeah. And I see a lot of people who are new to the game. They ask them, and when they do ask like newbie questions per se, I notice that your chat is respectable and will take the time to explain it. Like we talk about this every time. It's like a lot of times someone will buy something from Nightmare Toys today, and they wanted it on their front store yesterday. And it's like, that's not how the business works. It's not as easy as that. We like it to be, but it's not.
Right.
And then you're able to explain it. And then, and of course you got your few assholes out there who, they just feel like, they're entitled to instant instant gratification. I bought $100. I should have it tomorrow. Well, how are we going to have it tomorrow when I told you pre-orders are coming in? As soon as we get it here, we'll turn around and send it off to you. What part of that do you not understand? Us buyers, they say the customer is always right. I don't go with that. I think a customer, I don't say a customer is always right. I say, if you're rude and you're clueless and you don't want to learn about the business or work with somebody, then you're not right. You're just clueless. But your audience and your customer base, I think it's pretty damn intelligent. And I think a lot of that has to do with you and the way you run the business and the way you explain it. And you're so patient. Oh, Lord have mercy, you're patient. And I think that really helps.
I mean, I love doing it. I love doing my live chat. It's probably one of the best parts of my week, doing my live chat. And I've kind of talked about, me and Philip talked about doing what I need to do, because I do it in the middle of the afternoon on a Wednesday. And I know some people, depending on time zone, some people are working, because I'm working. It's the middle of the afternoon for me. So, but I get a good little crowd for that time. And I feel like I need to try doing it like on like a Friday evening or something at the store, more when people are more at home and not at work, and it's more accessible to more people. I might have to do that one night and see how that goes.
It would be really cool. It'd be really cool to see you do a live podcast from the store itself with the audience, the studio audience. Set up a table and you set up your live, and then you do that in the store.
Yeah.
That would, as long as they understand not to hoot and yell too loud, but to set up a few chairs and people come and watch you do your show live at the store. I think that would be fun to watch. That would be fun. Okay, I am catching up. Everybody saying Paladin. Thank you. The Cheetah should have a signing at Nightmare Toys. Hell yeah, he should. I'm afraid he'd leave a lot of claw marks though, and I would have to get. I would have. Yeah. How would you explain claw marks in a cement floor? Okay. I missed a poster DVD signing when I met her. Oh, well, you'll make it up this year. You are going to Frightmare. You mentioned that. Yes. That is what 3 conventions to you are a must? If you had to pick out, or even better yet, make up 5 conventions that you feel are the best for business, not for necessarily the fans, but for Nightmare Toys. What are the 5 best?
Creep by Econ. We're really loving that one. That's kind of a new one that's kind of came out in the past couple of years. That's in California. It's very well ran and organized, and love the people that run it. I love always
Ontario, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I grew up in Ontario.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a good one. And then of course Texas Frightmare is a must. I love Texas Frightmare. I love Cult Classic. And that being, it's a very small one, but it's very like homey, and like, because we all also go to Texas Frightmare, and then we go to Cult Classic as well. So we all already kind of know each other, and it's just kind of like a little horror family. It's really close knit. I like that one. And they have really good food at that one too. That's the one with the best food.
Convention food is important.
It is important. I am telling you, Cult Classic has the best food because they have the barbecue, the Texas barbecue from the gas station, because they own the gas station too. So yeah, they have like the best food.
I mentioned this before when me and my buddy Farm Boy, we used to go to the Comic-Con here in Detroit, and we get there and we get in line and we go in there. And the first thing I would go get an ice cream cone, because they had the best ice cream cone machines, and the mixture was perfect. And I go over there right away. First before I did anything else was I looked for the ice cream vendor. It's important.
Yeah, there you go.
Now, not only do you run Nightmare Toys, but you yourself are well known for your collection. I mean, you're also a fan. You're not only a business owner, but you're a fan. So what are some of the things that you've added to your collection since we last talked?
Oh. What have I added? Jeez. You would ask that.
Do you need to go to the warehouse?
I'm trying to remember because I have a bunch of stuff. Let's see.
Do you show your collection off on your other channel? Do people ask you? I mean, do you find a lot of the same horror fans go to your alternative page? Do they ask you the same questions about the horror movies? Do you find yourself just sitting there and talking horror with your fans?
A little bit.
Oh, that's so fun.
Yeah, a little bit.
That would actually be rather interesting.
Like my photos I take with my collection. So that's, the collection's always in the photos most of the time. I've gotten these. Here, some Funko Pops. These were kind of new. You can see them. I just
and Baby Jane. Oh, whatever happened to Baby Jane? Oh,
isn't that weird that they made Funko Pops for that?
It's wicked cool.
Yeah. So these are kind of new, since we were talking about Funko Pops. And then the funny thing is I ordered these actually off of the Funko shop. And And I ordered the regular one of this, and they sent me the Chase.
Oh wow! Well, maybe that's
Okay,
not who you
cool.
are.
Like, cool. Got the
Now,
Chase.
now the Chase is the one that's like very valuable, right? Like they make up one Chase for every 500 regular pops, right? Something
No,
like no.
no, they do it different. They used to do like one to every case, and a case is 36. Then now they do it like one to every 6.
Oh
So if I
really?
get it, yeah. So if I get a case, then 6 of the Funko Pops are going to be Chases.
Now I guess that's good for you as a business owner. That's good because now people
Yeah.
will come in. Now they feel like they have. That's probably the reason why they did it, to drive sales, because knowing that you could get one Chase in every 36, and if you're looking for it, that would be sort of hard. Like I have what are Funko Pops running these days, Kristy? I mean, you mentioned that the demand seems to be slacking. So are the prices still? Is it because the prices are so high? Is it because the market's so saturated? Or is it because people are have moved on from the toy?
I think it's people's moved on from Funko. I think it's become extremely saturated. And I'm not sure what else it would be. I mean, because literally, like I said, we've marked down a lot of our Funko Pops. We were selling, and our normal price is $13.99. That's our regular price for a Funko Pop. But we marked a lot of them down to about $8.
Let's see. I want to say hello to our good friend Savage Zombies Reviews in the house. All right.
Hey, Savage Zombie Reviews, how are you?
What up for Savage Zombie Reviews? We get, I have never really talked about zombies on my channel. I should do that. I should have zombies come on. We can talk zombies. So what have been your? Let's talk about this because now it's December, and I'm going to put you on the spot here because I probably should have asked you this beforehand. But give us your give us your 10 favorite movies that you've seen this year, and tell us 5 movies that you would sit there and say, oh hell no.
Shit, I can't think of that many. I can't think of that many. I've watched so many movies, I can't even think of everything right now, to be honest with you. Saw X, like I said, was great. Thanksgiving was great. I really loved The Wrath of Becky. That one no one talked about, and that was really freaking good. I really enjoyed Cocaine Bear. I'm a big fan of Cocaine Bear. I have 2 of the Funko Pops of that, too. I love Cocaine Bear.
What? There's no Cocaine Bear Funko Pop?
Yeah, there's 2 of them.
Shit.
There's that one, and then the other one I have has the cocaine in his mouth.
Oh my God, look at that.
I did like Scream 6, but there's a lot of like really cool Tubi original movies. I like to watch those a lot of times because I review those. There was a few really good just independent movies, and gosh, I can't think of anything on the top of my head right now.
Okay, now I know you can tell me. I know you can tell me 5 shitty movies. I know you can do that at the top of your head.
Shitty movies.
Everybody,
like this year?
Yeah. Fine, you can't. There's got to be some. When people do their
titles of movies is like names. I can't remember them. I've seen so many because I review so many. I can't remember. I'd have to go back and see everything that I wrote down.
Well, I thought you mentioned that Consecration was your favorite movie that you saw this year.
Consecration?
Yeah, with Jenna Malone. Didn't you say that was your number 1 movie? Damn.
No, I never said anything about that movie.
So much for a subliminal messaging.
Oh, sorry. No, I never said anything about that one. Sorry.
Kristy, didn't you say that, Kristy? Oh, you said that.
Yeah, sure.
Bring the Funko Pop of Jenna Malone. I can't wait. I can't wait for the guys in the chat. Because December is fun because everybody in the chat I already know are reviewers of some sort, and pretty soon they're going to start dropping off their top 10 and the bottom 10. I don't know what it is. I have so much more fun reading the bottom 10s than I do the top 10s.
I have to be completely honest. I'm just not one to make lists like that.
Really?
Yeah, no.
Oh, I just look at it. Well, my list is so weird anyway.
A lot of people do that, I know, but I'm just not one to do all that. I don't know.
I don't get to see a whole lot of the yearly movies. So my top 10 list, it goes on what I've watched that I haven't seen before. If it's a 10-year-old movie, but I've never seen it and I watched it and I loved it, it can make my top 10 list. It's not just the top 10 of 2023. It's my top 10 of what I've seen overall. And so I
Right.
think that helps. I think that helps me anyway. Uh,
I
uh,
did see When Evil Lurks. That horror cat dad asked if I seen When Evil Lurks, and I did, and I reviewed that 2 weeks ago, and that was really good. That is actually
number
a
one.
movie that has subtitles, and I don't normally watch movies with subtitles. It's not my thing most of the time. And we decided to review that for the podcast because everybody was watching it at the time and everybody was talking about it. Everybody liked it. And I was like, all right, I'm going to do it. And it was very good. It was a whole, I like the new take that they did with the story with that movie on possession and stuff. And the evil and the gore was really good too. So that was a
Uh,
good movie.
someone's over here. He's on top of me right here. Ben Grimm, he knows me so well. Ben Grimm saying my top 10 is full of A24 movies. I don't know what to say to you, Ben. Damn. Yeah, I have to go. I got a few A24 films this year, which I do gotta watch. I did get a copy of Beau is Afraid. I'm afraid to watch it. I'm afraid of watching it. When Evil Lurks, I gotta say, when everybody loves that movie, I want it. It's my number one movie that I want to see this before the year's out. I just want to let everybody know that the IFC midnight release. So all you A24 slackies out there who are just talking A24, this is the type of movie that IFC Midnight has been putting out for years. This is not new. Anybody who's watched IFC movies know this. But I've heard it's really good. I heard it's really good. I can't wait to see it. My number one movie for sure this year is going to be Brightwood. Oh man, it's a great movie. Fantastic movie. Just different as hell. It came from a new company called Cinephobia Releasing. Fantastic film. And yeah, they're new. The owner of that is actually going to be on next week. And that's not a plug. I'm just saying he's going to be here. I cannot wait to talk to him. But he used to run art exploitation films, but he sold the company to Kino Lorber. I'm not sure what Kino Lorber is going to do with the library, and neither did he. But he got back out and he restarted. He started a new company, Cinephobia Releasing, and they put out some really good movies. Holy crow, have they put out some good movies. One movie's coming out early next year, which will fall into next year's list, called The Glass Table. Yeah. Have you seen any movies yet, Kristy, that have caused you, like you say, do you feel like you're desensitized to all manner of horror, or is there anything that horror can do still to shock you?
I think I'm kind of desensitized to a lot of things because I've watched so much my whole life. I've kind of been through a lot of things too. So I've kind of desensitized myself, I think, from a lot of stuff. A lot of things just doesn't bother me like it does some other people, I guess.
Is that a concern? Do you worry about that? Do you worry
I
about
do a
that?
little bit with myself sometimes because I know some of the things that I've been through in my life and why I'm just kind of like, eh. But I know that's kind of weird and I probably shouldn't be like that, but yeah. Like things just don't bother me. There's what were we talking, what was it? What movie was it? Shoot. I
There's a
can't
lot
remember
of
what it was. There was a movie that the ending was really The Mist. I
all
know the
right.
ending of The Mist is really horrible. Like it's very gut wrenching, and of course I think it's horrible. But I don't think like a lot of people don't like it because of it, and I'm just not like it. Just doesn't bother me like that. I just think that that's with it being so gut wrenching and so horrible, I mean, that just makes it a great ending. But
True.
some people really hate that ending, like very hate that ending because of what it is. And I get that. I totally understand. So, and I probably should feel a lot more. But yeah, I have. And I'm just being honest. I've been through a lot of things personally, and I think I've desensitized myself from a lot of stuff.
Let's see. People are still rocking and rolling on the chat. Let's see. A buddy of Larry's suggested if they wanted my opinion, so I went into that. Okay. So a buddy of mine suggested they wanted my opinion, so I went into that, not knowing anything about it, and it was blown away. I heard that was really good. I heard When Evil Lurks Within is really, really good. The X is on Amazon Prime. Yes, that will be coming up. Yeah, let's talk a little bit about that. What's coming up in 2024? We already talked about the convention circuit, but what else is coming up in 2024 for both Kristy and for Nightmare Toys that we should know about?
Not really sure yet.
Well,
Not
mystic.
really sure yet. I don't know. We always have stuff up our sleeve. Not sure.
Are you planning? Are you planning to return to acting, or because you dabbled a little bit in that this year? Are you planning to return to do the new more films next year?
I hope so. I've gotten a script from somebody, and then I know a movie with Ginger Lynn. She's done a horror movie, and I know they're doing like a prequel to it, and they're gonna write a part for me in that. So hopefully I'll have some other things happening. But yeah, and then a lot of the movies I have done haven't even came out yet either. So hopefully they'll come out next year.
Yeah, Ginger Lynn Allen seems to be having a renaissance as a horror icon. She's doing a lot of horror the last year and a half.
She's got some new stuff coming out next year too. Some stuff that she said she's extremely proud of. So
I'm honestly, I'm interested. I'm very interested in seeing how she does as the mainstream actress. I know that she did some adult comedies, R-rated comedies in the past, but those were many, many years ago. But now she seems to be doing a lot more serious work. Work where she has to be an actress. She's just not, oh, it's Ginger Lynn. She can just be Ginger Lynn. No,
right.
You have to come in there. You have to know your lines. You have to deliver on it. I'm really curious to see how well she does. I think it'll be. I think people are surprised, and when I mention this actress, I think a lot of people might be surprised, but in actuality, she's actually turned out to be a really good actress as Tracy Lords. Yes, Tracy Lords has really been a strong actress.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. I agree with that. Yeah, and she's super nice. Both of them are very super nice ladies.
I did not realize how tiny Tracy Lords was.
Oh, Ginger Lynn was great murder size. Was she not, Ben? I totally agree with you. Murder size was awesome. I loved Murder Size.
Murder Size is that came as almost like a instant cult classic.
It was so fun. I love Drew.
I still have to see that one. I also know too. There's another movie that I watched, and it's going to make my top 20 list. Instant cult classic, and that was Lion Girl. Holy shit, that was
Lion Girl. Oh, I haven't heard of that.
On Cleopatra, releasing. Wow, was that fun? That was so much fun. Okay, let's see what else is here. Larry mentions he saw Pearl first, then he saw X. Like Pearl more. I got a copy of Pearl. I just gotta watch it. What was the best? Oh, that's a good question, Ben. Ben wants to know what was the hottest item. What's the best-selling new items of 2023 in the shop? Was that? I think that was the Chucky doll, right?
Yeah. But I would have to go more towards the Part 6 ghost face mask.
Okay. I know those Chucky dolls were everybody wanted those.
Yeah.
But again, you explained how that's got to be frustrating. That's got to be frustrating when a company comes up to you and says, "Look, we I know you want the item, but you got to buy 40 of them. before we can sell you one. And you know in your heart that, man, I know for damn sure I can sell 30, but can I sell 40? And if I don't, then it's going to be just clogging up my inventory. And you just got to sit there and, do you have to gamble sometimes with that? I mean, do you have to gamble? You have to gamble on a hot item staying hot, like by
No, I
overbuying?
mean, I don't have any Chucky dolls now because we do sell out like hotcakes with Chucky dolls. But there hadn't been a new Chucky doll to come out this year except for the NECA one had finally came out. But we had sold those out in pre-orders.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's not going to be any more Chucky dolls anyway because Trick or Treat Studios isn't doing it no more. So there will be no more Chucky dolls.
Now, do you get any? What are people coming in asking at the store? What are some of the items that they're looking for specifically?
Everybody's just wants basic stuff, Michael Myers stuff, Chucky stuff,
So
Jason
no,
stuff.
nobody coming in like me coming in looking for Black Phillip, right? Nobody.
No, we've had some T-shirts of Black Phillip though.
Our good friend Haddonfield Slasher in the house. What's going on? I'm glad you're here, man. Glad you're here. Do you guys have some questions for Kristy? Go ahead and drop your questions. She'll answer a few questions. Okay, we got one already. Steven asked, "Are you a poster collector?"
Yeah, I have tons of posters. I have a lot of Shout Factory posters everywhere. And my guest room is all Shout Factory posters.
Nice.
Right now I'm in my office, and obviously I have a couple H3 ones behind me. I don't know if I can y'all see? Which way do I need to go? But yeah, I have my walls are covered.
That was cool as hell.
I have posters in a closet I can't even put up. So yeah, I love posters. I collect a little bit of everything. I like a little of everything. There's not like one particular thing that I collect. Like some people are just mass collectors or something like that. I collect a little of everything.
Let's see. So now we're talking about Murder Size. Ginger Lynn was great. I didn't even know she was in Murder Size. I know that Jessa Daisy was in it, and August Kiss was in it too. I did not realize August Kiss started out just this year. I thought she had been a screen queen for a while. She was new to me, but no, this was her first year. And she did a nice job. She did a nice job. She was very spicy for the first 5 minutes, that's for sure. Um, let's see. Let's see. Ben mentioned, what did Ben mention? Oh yeah, I got to catch up with Murder Size. Um, let's see. We need Warlock stuff or Radu from Subspecies. Yeah, does that
Yeah.
do collectibles from some of the actors, or like Julian Sands passed away this year. When an artist dies, when an actor dies, do a lot of fans come to the shop looking to get a piece of the actor that passed away, like Julian Sands? If you do you feel like if he had some warlock some a mask or a movie or a poster, do people come and buy things when the person passes away? Do you notice
Yeah,
that?
I mean that happened with Sid Haig.
Wow.
I
Wow.
mean, Captain Spaulding stuff just went off the shelf, but yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. That makes sense. Do you feel like they do it as a collector, or do you think that they do it more? Do you see them doing it more as just getting a piece of him, and as a token of respect to his career and what he brought to them?
I think it's a little both,
Yeah, yeah, I
maybe.
think so too. I think so too. Let's see. Mr. Bones, welcome, sir. Welcome. Steven says he's got a Scream 5 poster. Um, he says he knows. Do you have a Scream 5 poster?
I think I might.
Well, if you
Well, I know
don't,
the studio sends us a lot of promotional stuff too, and then we end up like giving it away on our horror trivia nights at the restaurant. I know I have a Scream 6. I think I might have a Scream 5 somewhere. I'm not sure.
um, yeah. Notice I'm not asking you about that. I don't. Yeah. let's see. That's gotta sort of sting though a little bit, right? I mean, that whole thing with Screen 7. I mean, you're looking at it through a business point of view. You're sitting there going like, the soonest the Screen 7 comes out, whatever new product they have for the movie, plus all the old product, it always gets an upsurge when a new movie comes out. That's one of the great things about having a franchise movie. So as a business person, what is your without getting too deep into it, but what was your reaction to the Screen 7 fiasco? Was that just disappointing to hear? Did fans come in and talk about it with you guys without affect new products coming out to the store because now the movie's not being made, or is it just business as usual?
It's just business as usual. I don't think there's a whole lot of people that are getting real, no one really came in the store, and I don't think really asked too much about it or asked, we talked about it amongst ourselves one day, but that was really about it. I mean, there's just not much to say.
Yeah, because you would think that that it's a popular item, and
Yeah.
7 you're gonna get new product from these toy companies, but all of a sudden now the movie's not happening now, and now it's like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, it's like I was hoping that would come out to try business. Let's see. Thank you, Mr. Bones.
Sell though, it'll be okay.
Mr. Bones dropped off Nightmare Toys' YouTube channel. If you haven't subbed to Kristy and Nightmare Toys, please do so. I dropped the link to the store itself. So if you want to go over there and hook up with a cool Funko Pop, they're on sale right now, or anything else, please go over to Nightmare Toys, spend some hard-earned cash, and buy a collectible. Tell them the Cheetah sent you. Let's see. Larry mentioned that he did Frightmare and got the inside scope on some NECA stuff. Okay. Let's see. Steven is in Texas. Sadly, it's okay. They have a website. You can go there on the website and buy product. You can buy Funko Pops.
Buy all kinds of stuff.
You just can't buy Black Phillip. Damn it. But that's ours. But you can go over there and buy that cool, whatever happened to Baby. That's so cool. Show us.
Oh well, I don't have those on my store, but yeah.
Did you get whatever happened to Baby Jane? Did you get it for the store?
No.
Oh, I was gonna say people should go over there and well, yeah, I understand, Steven. No problem. Though you'll have to wait till they get there in when is Frightmare anyway?
When is it?
Yes.
In May.
May. Okay. So
yeah.
May. So save your pennies. Come out to Frightmare in May and say hi to Kristy and the boys over at Nightmare Toys. Wow, that sort of rhymed. I'm a poet and didn't know it. All right. All right. Last round of questions for Kristy before we gotta let her go. She is a very busy businesswoman. And we will definitely be letting her go, and so she can carry on. Wow. Okay. I'm okay. I'm holding you to that. I'm going to ask
I'll have some new photos too for next year for the convention. So I'll have some new 8x10s for Texas Frightmare, and I'll have my new stickers available and everything at Texas Frightmare too.
That's sweet. That's sweet. What is the picture behind you? The poster behind you? I don't know. Is that Hellraiser?
H3. It's all my H3 stuff.
Oh, look at that. Oh my gosh, look at that. Santa Mira? That's got to be a movie. What movie's from Santa Mira?
That's H3.
Oh, Halloween. Okay. Wow.
Well, that's H3.
Oh, okay. The whole wall. Okay. I love it.
And there's a poster. I got my chair in the way, but there's 2 H3 posters.
It'll be interesting to see what they do with the series. I'm looking forward to that. All right.
Halloween?
Yeah, what do you think?
You want more Halloween? We should have a whole other podcast on that conversation.
Yeah, are they gonna reboot it again in a couple of years? I know that they well, look at The Exorcist, right? I mean, did movies like The Exorcist, did they get anything? Did they get any collectibles to sell? do every major horror movie, do they all get toys to them,
Not
or
all
only
of them, no. Not all
no?
of them.
Hmm.
But I mean,
So
of course, there's Exorcist toys, but it's of, original Exorcist.
okay. I was just curious to see if the new one got any sort of Funko Pop love or physical release love or toy. Okay.
Nah.
Um,
Yeah. It's okay.
what,
He doesn't.
Larry wants to know. Larry wants to know what your most prized collectible is. I think
Oh,
that's Chucky, isn't it?
huh?
Larry wants to know what your most prized collectible is. I think that's Chucky, isn't it?
No, he's not my most prized. I have a lot of things that I just really, really, really love. One of my most favorite things, though, is my chopping mall bong. I love that
Okay.
because
That
it's just something that not everybody has.
uh,
I have in front of me, which is really cool. I found at a convention is the little troll guy from Cat's Eye.
oh wow, really? Now,
Mm.
how that's is that an old figure? Is that an old toy?
No, no, no. I got it a couple of years ago at a convention. Just a guy that custom makes them.
Oh, that's cool. Now, wow. Now, do you carry custom made stuff? I mean, like that. I mean, in the store itself, or is it too hard because it's so one of a kind?
No, we sell stuff from independent artists. So it's not just buying stuff from big companies. We have independent artist stuff too. Like our jewelry. She's an independent artist. And then we have like coffin shaped, kind of like furniture. Like we have little side tables and like little shelving stuff and all this coffin shaped stuff. And of course, that's all custom made and that's independently made by an artist. Our teas, we have horror themed tea. Get to Steeping. They're a little married couple that live here in Las Vegas, so we have their teas in our store, and so we have a lot of independent artist stuff in the store as well too. Our hockey masks obviously usually are custom made and
Yeah,
stuff, so it's not always just mass produced big company stuff.
I like the idea of that. You get a
It's a
truly
little of it's a little of everything.
yeah, the chance to go out there and get a truly one of a kind collectible is very attractive to a lot of collectors. Um, okay, so you got more. Let's see. It's very interesting. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the end of the road with our interview with Kristy. I want to thank her for coming out and hanging out with us. I really want to thank the chat for coming out and hanging out with us too.
Yeah,
We
thank
had
you
a
so
lot of
much, everybody.
oh, I love having you on. It's
Thank you.
absolutely a joy every single time. You'll be back coming. I think you'll be back in probably March or April. We'll have you come back and we'll talk a little about what's coming up during the summer.
Yeah, of
Um,
course.
yeah, it's awesome. I enjoy talking to you so much. I always learn something new. I
Yeah,
always learn something new. Um, so there all the links to all the links to Kristy's information are on in the chat. You can go over there and either hook up with her on her Facebook page. You hook up with her on her Instagram, even though she's having a hard time with it, and her link tree. So you can go over there to the alternative site and say hello if you wish. All right. I'll let you know really quick what's coming up. Next Monday, we will have Karen Cleesh from the movie Thanksgiving. That's right. Karen Cleesh is coming in to visit us again from the new Eli Roth movie Thanksgiving. She'll be here next Monday at 8 o'clock. That will be a lot of fun.
yeah, that'd be cool.
Yes, Karen is as an absolute joy. She is a badass. She's got from what I understand, I haven't seen it, so hopefully I'm not ruining it for anybody, but I hear that she has the best death in the movie. So we will be talking to her about that, what it was like working with Eli. And then Tuesday, we have our good friend Beverly from Spooky Kisses will be here, and we'll be talking about her new season of Haunted, a Spooky Kisses Haunted, and that will be coming up on Tuesday. On the 6th, we have Ray Murray He's the CEO of Cinephobia Releasing, and he has a fantastic eye for movies. That guy, I love his movies so much. He just knows great cinema. I even did my first review. I watched it. I've never watched this genre before, but I trust Ray. I actually watched my very first queer horror movie called The Latent Image. Fantastic movie.
Awesome.
Fantastic. Yeah, it was so good. It was so good. I didn't know what to expect from it. I was like, this is the first for me. I go in there and I was like blown away. I was like, this is really good. I
Yeah.
was like, yeah. Ray just knows. Ray just knows. So he'll be here on Wednesday the 6th. And then on the 7th, we have actress Bunny Stewart will be with us. How can you not love a girl whose name is Bunny? And then on the 9th, next Saturday, this coming on Saturday the 9th, we have Richard Stanley will be here. He is the director of Color Out of Space, which starred Nicolas Cage. He'll be here with us, along with special co-host the Friendly Men podcast group, and also our good friend, master musician Jerry Montano will be also co-hosting that show. And that show will start at 3 p.m. on Saturday the 9th. So a whole bunch of entertainment planned up for you guys. Thank you guys so much for the support. I appreciate it. Share us out. Share us out. Tell people about us. And we will see you next Monday, 8 o'clock for Karen Cleach. Have a great night, everybody.
Bye.
And, you just hang out with me for a minute.